I grew my LinkedIn account to over 13,000 followers, generated close to 1 million impressions, and generated hundreds of leads for my mentorship and my agency, all from content that I didn't even write myself. Now, the system I use is what I call the hybrid method. It allows me to create LinkedIn posts in a fraction of time that it would take to actually manually write the post out myself. And in this video, I'm going to show you the full workflow end to end on how you can create high quality viral LinkedIn posts that actually sound like you. And as a bonus, I'm going to show you how to create these scroll stopping visuals in less than 5 minutes that are guaranteed to get your post way more impressions than just a simple text post. So with that being said, let's head over to my laptop where I'm going to show you and walk you through the exact strategy that I use today. All right, let's get into it, shall we? So for those of you who might be a little bit skeptical, here is my LinkedIn profile and here are my analytics. Last 7 days, 36,000 impressions. Now, I don't post on LinkedIn every single day. I often cross post. So I take my X posts and post it on LinkedIn. And let's jump in and take a look at the long-term stats. Let's say, I don't know, past 90 days, shall we say, 626,000 impressions. I had a post that went crazy viral, which I'll show you in a second. We'll kind of break it down of why it worked so well. And then we'll get into the entire process of how do you actually create this content in the first place and how you can apply it to your own business. So you can see we've reached 291,000 members, and this is the post that, did 221,000 impressions, which is huge. My most viral post ever with over 5,000 comments. And there's people still commenting on this post to this day. So let's take a look at the audience so you can see the growth over, let's say, the last 90 days. You see I'm at 13,612 followers, and you can see this is how many new followers I've got over time. And what's that? 9,000 followers over the last 90 days. I think that's what it works out at. Yeah, it starts at 0 down there. And you can see here, this is like the daily graph. If you're interested, you can see obviously it peaks when you have a post absolutely blow up. So now you've seen my numbers. You can see my messages are just absolutely crazy here. Let me just show you kind of the back end of some of these automations, because I don't send out these lead magnets myself, right? And you might be thinking, well, what is a lead magnet, Tom? Let me get to that real quick. Now, you've probably seen these online before. It's essentially a post that encourages engagement, right? Comment N8N and I'll send you over this resource. Okay, so I put together a 50-minute masterclass, and I've tested both ways of doing this, just putting the link to the video in the comments and then doing a lead magnet post. And every single time when you ask for somebody to comment for the resource, the post is just going to do much, much better. It's going to reach more people. It's going to get more engagement. You're going to get more DMs. And essentially those conversations are going to lead to more sales. I mean, I don't know about you, but my goal is to bring on students into my mentorship. And so if I can get more sales from LinkedIn, so be it. I've tested both ways, and using a lead magnet approach, however spammy you might think it might seem, like everyone does this. And the people who shy away from this, just, social media is one of these things where you just got to put stuff out there and not worry about what people think. If you constantly second guessing yourself and worrying what other people might think, you're just not going to put out any content. And that's going to impact you. Like, the algorithm does not care. If you're getting comments, right? And if you're getting likes, people are genuinely interested in this resource, and you're not just giving away a bunch of shit, right? Then you should be very happy to put these kinds of posts out there. Like, I don't put out bullshit. I always put out stuff that I would be proud to put my name behind, right? Some people don't, but everyone has their own sort of line that they're not willing to cross. I like to put out quality stuff. So why does this post work? Well, when we look on LinkedIn, the most important part here is we can see this line here, okay? This is the opening hook. This is what most people are going to see on their device. And so, okay, I wasted 6 months learning N8N the hard way. People are thinking, well, N8N, I want to learn that, and I don't want to do it the hard way, so I need to know why this guy, has he figured it out? That's kind of what people are thinking in their mind. So I kind of just explain my experience, like downloading templates, watching tutorials, and getting stuck in loops with Claude, which, trust me, everybody gets stuck in them. Like, all my students have experienced the same thing. So that's what happens in those early stages. So I've put together a 50-minute tutorial over on my YouTube channel, and then I have the bullets of what's included in the video. And then we've got a call to action at the end. That's it. That's simple. So we've got an opening hook, we've got what's it about, and then we've got like a call to action. I'm not saying that's the exact structure of every post, but this is the bare minimum, I would say, for a lead magnet post. And if we come over to Lead Shark, and if you want to try this out, there is going to be a link in the description below. And what Lead Shark does, it essentially delivers this lead magnet. So anybody that comments on your post, right, you can set up an automation that sends out the lead magnet. You can see this N8N masterclass. Although I had 5,200 comments, you could see only processed 2,447 because some people just didn't accept the connection request. And in order for that DM to get sent, we need to be connected to the person. So if I just bring this open, you could see these are the settings. You can adjust the keyword, DM template, and the reply template as well. So you could see on my post, like I'm responding to all of these, right? But I'm not responding with the same thing. So it just looks a little bit more natural, a bit more human. And you can auto connect with them when somebody sends a connection request who commented on the post. You can send a follow-up DM, which I think is a really cool feature. You can follow up, did you watch the masterclass? Oh, here's my newsletter. All right, and that gets a bunch of people to sign up to my newsletter. And I've got the follow-up as it's basically the next day. So that's how we do it. And you can also schedule posts in here, or you can set up the automation to run. You can see automate the next post, right? So you could set up the automation, and then when you're ready to post on LinkedIn, you post, and then the automation will pick up that post and then run it for you. So you're probably thinking now, well, okay, that's great, but how do you actually write the post? How do you create this image? And what chances do I have of going viral on LinkedIn? One of the things depends on your audience, depends on the niche that you're in. As you know, AI is a pretty booming space to be right now, and I've carved out my own niche inside of the AI space. So what I would do in your case, I would be following people who put out posts like this, right? This guy is actually Jesse Van Brugel. He actually teaches all of this stuff in depth, but he puts out a lot of really good lead magnet posts. So he's a good guy to follow. And you could just sort of scroll down and see, I mean, Nick Sarev, he's one of the top guys in the AI space. Again, he's just put a lead magnet post out. And you can come along here and you can open this up. You can save this, right? Save this image. And I don't personally think this is an amazing lead magnet image, but what I would do is I would start to collect examples, right? So I'd copy and paste all of this and put it into like a Google Doc, and then I'd start saving some images of posts that you like. Maybe this one, Arjan, he's one of my buddies. He does a lot of lead magnets here. And you could copy and paste this, right? So because I follow a lot of people doing lead magnets, it's quite easy for me to see all of these. So once you start following these people and connecting with these people, you'll then see more of them in your feed, right? Another guy who helped me with some LinkedIn stuff is Paolo, and you can check out his posts and you can like copy and paste some of his. Now, the goal of that is to figure out and get a bunch of context, essentially. So you want a bunch of these lead magnet posts, because what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Claude, right? And we're going to create a Claude project. I have this LinkedIn post right here, and you can see there is, I've written a bunch of posts in here, but more importantly, we've got these files, right? Got the Twitter copywriting principles here, which I've given away in a previous post. I also have a Twitter copywriting skill, which you can get access to. It's also going to appear at the end of this video, like a viral X post video that I've done. And I've used a bunch of stuff from there because at the end of the day, you're writing a viral post, and I use basically the similar kind of stuff. But what you do need is you need a document like this, right? So what I've done is I grabbed a bunch of examples. You can see here, there's 18 pages. And I basically put it into Claude and asked, can you summarize these posts and kind of give me an overview of like the key things that work? This is kind of like the information that the LLM needs to know about these posts. So that's what I've got in my Claude project. And what I'll do is once I've got an idea for a post, for me, I'm in the N8N space, so maybe AI automation space. So maybe Claude Code, it's really popular right now. So maybe I will do like an beginner's guide to Claude Code, and I will then start to like maybe brainstorm some ideas. Or maybe what you could do is you could find a video on YouTube. This is also a good way to come up with content ideas, is find a video on YouTube, grab the transcript and say, hey, could you pull out like the key takeaways here and then use them in your LinkedIn post, right? And maybe you could tag the creator in the post as well. So then you get in this additional bump, right? If they see your post, maybe they'll reshare it, and you can grab content from YouTube videos, pop a transcript here into Claude in your project, and then spin up a few ideas. So that's what I've gone ahead and done. I found this from 0 to Claude Code Pro in 90 minutes. I'm going to put in a transcript from this Claude Code tutorial from beginner to Claude Code Pro. I want you to pull out like 5 key points that I could then use in a LinkedIn post for a lead magnet. So I want to keep some of the source for the lead magnet and basically just expand on what was in the transcript in the lead magnet, but just kind of tease it in the LinkedIn post. So in fact, I don't really need to do this in this project, but I'm just putting it in anyway. Okay, so now we've got some ideas for a post and we can start to look which one you think would be good. So I'm just going to go ahead and say yes. It's asking me, do you want me to create the post for the lead magnet CTA? Let's do it. Okay, so it's written as a post, which I think is okay. It's got some stuff in, some AI slop in here, like we've got M dashers. That's not leverage, that's AI babysitting. Like, we don't want stuff like this, okay? But these bullets are pretty good. And then obviously you would have to go away and create this, like this template, this full breakdown. Or you could create your own video based on the video that you've seen. Obviously, you don't want to put out content of something that you have no idea about or no knowledge about. If I was to put this out, I mean, I use Claude Code on a daily basis for my AI operating system that I'm building. So this could be a cool one, right? And so this is based on a bunch of the templates in the document. Now, what I would do, I would just ask for a bunch of different opening hooks because the opening hook is the most important part of this post. So I would be like, can you just give me a bunch of opening hooks first, different angles, and then I can decide which one to use, and then we can write the full post based on that. Right, and that's what I would do for every single one of these posts. I'm also going to put in the description below my viral Twitter post skill because it will be very useful in this situation as well. So now we've got a bunch of hooks and we're going to go through and see which one will be, I think, decent. I actually did like the first hook here. Most people use Claude wrong. So what I would do, I'm just going to grab that. We're not going to put this out, but I want to take you through to the next stage because assuming that you've refined your post, you've got, which hook am I going to go for? Okay, pick this one, right? And then I would ask it, hey, can you write me the full post? You've got the full post. Okay, then now what? Well, you need to create the lead magnet, obviously, but the next step, you need to create an image. Right, very important part of the process. A text post without an image is going to bomb. Okay, there's a few different types of creative that you can use for your LinkedIn post. I'm going to show you a few on my profile. I've got this one here, which is a post that I created on Gemini. I'm going to show you how I did that in a second using Nano Banana. We've got this Notion screenshot. These work pretty well. The resource is in Notion, but you can actually also just create this in Notion, screenshot it, and then just send them the resource wherever it is. You could use like a GIF like this. You could do a scrolling post, which I think I've done one of those recently. Yeah, this one. So you can just do a screen record and just scroll down the document. If it is a document and it's quite long, people like to see that. Yeah, and this one was done with Gemini. This was done with Gemini. This was done with Gemini. This was just a screenshot from the thing. This was done with Gemini. This was a thumbnail from my YouTube video, Gemini. So let's go over to Claude and work with this Nano Banana project. Now, if you want to grab this, I have given it away on my Twitter profile somewhere. I will put a link in the description as well. And what I've got in here is some instructions, just telling it never use like tag soup, be a creative director, provide context. I've copied in all the best practices for using Nano Banana so that we can come in here, we can get some really good prompts. So can you give me a bunch of prompts to help create an image for this LinkedIn post? Now, the thing is, you're going to think, what text do I want on the image? That's going to be the first and foremost, most important thing that you're going to think of when it comes to your image. These prompts are just going to decide what to put on the image, and it might not be great. So you have to decide it for yourself. Now, it's asking me a few questions here, which is good. And now it's giving me these prompts. So I am going to come over to Gemini. We're going to test a couple of these out. Now, they may not be perfect straight away. And sometimes, you have to take it over to Canva and do a little bit of tweaking. Cool thing is with Canva, you can actually remove that watermark and you can like select text and move it around. You can delete stuff. See, that's pretty trash, I would say. Let's see. Now, if I don't like any of these, what I will do is I'll come into my add projects files and I will come to my lead magnet screenshots and I'll kind of come in and see, it's just some cool stuff that I've seen online, right? So I really like this. So maybe I'll just put this in and give me prompts. I'll just say, can you give me more prompts with this kind of style in mind? Okay. You can see, again, that's not really that good. So I've got a few more prompts here. I'm not going to use all of these, guys. It's just going to take too long, but hopefully we get a half decent one. Now, this can often be the longest part of the process. And yes, you could create an automation for this, but honestly, it's pretty straightforward to do this. And you're able to customize what's in the prompt, right? So if you're not getting the output that you want, you can come in here and get the prompt tweaked. So I think this is pretty good. So what I would do is I'd download this and I would probably just like screenshot like this, and then I would use that on my post. All right, so I think that's pretty good. And yeah, and so there you have it. So you come over to LeadShark, you would set up an automation, right? Automate the next post, fill out all this info. And then when you're ready to post, you just pop it on your profile here and it'll get picked up. And make sure that you've got your lead magnet hosted somewhere, whether it's a Google Doc or a Notion template or a video or even a Gamma doc. They can work really well. And then when it comes to actually generating business from it, you need to follow up on your DMs. You need to continue that conversation and figure out if somebody is a good fit for what it is that you've got to offer or not. And that is really where the work is on this. You could definitely get an assistant to do that, but I wouldn't automate it. I don't use any other tools for my automation. LinkedIn is pretty particular when it comes to automations. Like, they don't have a public API. You have to pay for access and be registered and approved and all of this stuff. So this works pretty well for me. Obviously, if you have something blow up, you can come into your settings and you can set up all of this off hours, webhooks. So you've got this activity limit here. And sometimes when I have a post blow up, I sometimes bump this up to like 180. But you can see that warning sign came up, right? That's not recommended, okay? And I would even just reduce this. If you're brand new, you probably want to reduce this down a little bit as well, because if you've never put out a lead magnet post and you've never posted on LinkedIn before and your post starts getting like hundreds of comments, your account might get locked. So I'm not going to say it will do, but I just want to put that out there. Yeah, you've just got to ideally warm up your LinkedIn account a bit. So put out a few different posts. Don't put out a lead magnet straight away. Just put out a few value posts. And then after about 4 or 5 days, you'll want to put your first lead magnet post out and then see how it does. Like with everything, guys, not every post is going to be an absolute banger. Okay, you can see here a lot of my posts don't do that well, right? You can see these two did pretty well. This did pretty well, but this got 3, this got 19, this got 19, 26, 2, 74, right? So it just takes trying different angles to figure out what's going to work. So there you have it. That is the complete LinkedIn system that I use. It's generated me close to 1 million impressions and brought in hundreds and close to 1,000 leads for my mentorship and for my agency. So if you actually implement this, you're going to be miles ahead of most people out there posting generic AI slop on LinkedIn. But if you want to take this a step further and learn how to build production-ready AI workflows and systems that's going to make you irreplaceable at your company, then you can check out the link in the description where you can learn more about my AI operator mentorship and certification program. And this mentorship will show you how to become an AI operator in 90 days. You'll learn how to go and audit a department, figure out where the bottlenecks are, and create automations with tools like NA10, Claude Code, Lovable, so that you can bring real time and cost savings into your business, get promoted, make more money, and become an AI operator that's absolutely invaluable and irreplaceable in your company. And if you also want to copy my exact system for building a massive audience on X, where I have over 24,000 followers, then click here and watch this video next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.